Hey everyone, Dr. K here coming to you from Integrative Health Management at home because we're all starting to really be on lockdown, businesses are closed. But I'm still hearing and feeling a lot of panic and fear and stress and anxiety around this whole thing. So I wanted to share some tips with you on how to bring this down. As I keep talking about stress, fear, anxiety, that's putting you in a fight or flight response, and that's going to deplete your immune system, and you're not going to be able to think straight either. This is where people are zoning in right now. And when we are in fear and anxiety, believe it or not, you might not catch yourself, but you actually stop breathing. You don't breathe fully. That increases CO2 in the system. We don't want that. You want a lot of oxygen right now, really calming down so everybody can think straight and find solutions to problems, because everybody's really panicked and doing all sorts of crazy things. So as weird as these techniques may be, these are very specified techniques. They do something very specific. I want you to give these a try for about 30 days. Give it a chance. When I first learned these, I was like, these are really weird, but believe it or not, these do something for you. So, and to help you. So the first thing is a cord cutting technique. And this technique just prevents more stuff from coming onto you. It does something energetically. You know, I always talk about energy. I'm not going to get into explaining what this does. You'll just have to trust me that this does. It has a very specific purpose. So I use this after clients. I use this after having conversations with people. I use it sometimes even in a grocery store when I hear other people panicking or being angry. It prevents things from kind of getting stuck onto you. I use this when I, my own self, have some thoughts that are a little getting off the side, or I'm feeling myself getting entangled in things. So it's a really, really interesting technique. And this is the way it goes. So you're going to take your hand from here to here. You're going to pretend that there's like cords or hooks or whatever coming onto you, because that's kind of what happens when we have a situation where people like dump on us, so to speak. And I'm sure all of you have gone through that, where you're like, wow, that person's like, that's a lot. So you want to do this after every time that happens, or speaking to anybody. You're going to just grab your hand from here to here, and you're going to pretend that you're pulling cords out of your stomach. You're going to get in front of yourself. 1, 2, 3. Throw it in a 50-foot hole, cover it, clap. I know that sounds wacky, but this actually does something. So again, it's just from here to here. You're going to pretend you have cords or whatever. You're going to pull it out from your stomach and right in front of you with your hand. 1, 2, and from here to here, you're swiping. 1, 2, 3. Throw it in the ground, cover it, clap. Clapping changes the energy of that situation. So, but you make sure you're swiping from here to here. It is a big sweep, I know. I do this in the grocery store. So if somebody in front of you is panicking, or you're hearing somebody panicking, or somebody's angry, I just kind of pretend that I'm wiping my shirt. 1, 2, 3, and I just kind of, you know, clean that up later. Nobody's going to know what you're doing. So that's one way to get around it when you're in the stores. And when there's a lot of panic and a lot of chaos, especially around Black Friday, that's really a good time to use it. So after every thought that you have that's maybe kind of strenuous, fear-based, after every conversation, you have family members that are just like really telling you, oh my God, don't go outside, don't, you know, do this kind of, and you can do this. If you're not in front of somebody, you go in a bathroom, you do this. If you're in front of somebody, you kind of can't do the whole thing, just kind of do this, pretend you're wiping your shirt. So that's one thing. The other thing I want to teach you is a grounding technique. This increases oxygen in your system. It helps you get more aligned. It will make you feel so much more peaceful. You may have to do this 5 to 12 times a day. I really recommend starting with a minimum of 3. I do this when I get up in the morning. I do it before I go to bed. I do it in between. You may have to get yourself grounded and back aligned so things don't feel so big. This is a grounding technique, and this is the way this goes. And this has studies behind it. So again, trust me on this one, and do this as much as you can right now. It will help you and everybody around you. So this is the way it goes. You're going to take your left hand. You're going to take your first 2 fingers. You're going to put it underneath your nose. You're going to take this hand, and you're going to kind of cradle the nape of your neck. You're going to take your tongue. You're going to roll it a little bit and put it on the roof of your mouth. Okay, so we'll do this together. So you're going to put your tongue to the roof of the mouth, and you're going to breathe in for the count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to hold at the top for 3. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to breathe out with your belly depleting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold. You're going to do this until you feel a little bit of a sway forward, and you can do this seated as well, until you feel a clunk in your seat, like, oh, I just or until, gosh, you're like, I've been sitting here for a long time. Do this with your eyes closed, by the way. Or you can just, if you can't do the full 6 breaths, just breathe in slow, hold at the top for 3, breathe out slow with your belly going inward. That increases oxygen. There's 3 parts to the system. This is part 1. Part 2, you're going to take your left hand, always left hand, cross it over, grab your earlobe, pinch it. You're going to take your right hand, same thing, grab your earlobe, pinch it. Thumbs always on top, left hand crosses over first. And you're going to close your eyes, roll your tongue, put it to the roof of the mouth, and you're going to breathe in, hold at the top for 3, and breathe out. And breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Make sure your tongue is rolled into the roof of your mouth, and you're going to keep doing this till you feel a little bit of a sway forward, till you clunk kind of and you relax in your seat. That's how you know to go on to the next step. Don't rush this. This is really important. The 3rd step, you'll put your right wrist over your left. You're going to put your left ankle over your right. Always has to be the opposite. And the same thing. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to roll your tongue, put it to the roof of your mouth, breathe in for the count of 6 and hold, and breathe out slow for the count of 6 and hold. Again, doing this till you feel a very slight sway forward, till you feel a clunk in your seat, or till you're like I've been doing this for a while. These are the 3 steps. Do not rush this. It will be a moot point if you rush it. You'll get nothing out of it. Do this as many times as possible. It will help you get more aligned. It will help you get calmer, and it will help you to get more clarity. You'll have more calmer thought patterns. You won't forget things. You'll just be able to focus much better on what's really happening. You'll feel so much better. So I will have more information coming, but please share this, tag anybody that's having a lot of anxiety with this. This is a very simple technique you can do at home, anywhere, in the store, in your car, if you're seated at the store, maybe not at the store, but when you're in your car, when you're at your office, wherever you are, this is something you can do standing. So even if you find a little place in the store and you don't care, you could do that. But you can do this standing or seated, it doesn't matter. Just make sure you have those steps, and you'll get really fast at this, and it will take you less than 30 seconds to do, and you'll feel so much better. So stay tuned. I will have more information, more goodies coming, and sharing a big message. I'm still downloading some pieces to that, so wanted to make sure I have all the info before I get that to you. So till then, and next time, take good care.